Hey besties, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not new. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but if you're going through a hard time and you feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, then please jump in because this is a message for the both of us, okay? I have been going through a hard time lately, like for these past few months. Like I cannot catch a break. That's what it feels like. And I honestly feel like I'm in my Job season. Like I just feel like I'm in a season where everything just feels like it's not making any sense, no matter how faithful I am, no matter all of the good works I've been doing. Like, you know, God doesn't bless us on our good works, but like I've been trying. That's my point. I've been trying and I feel like nothing has been changing. Nothing has been happening and I feel like things are actually being taken away from me. I was talking to my friend tonight and she reminded me that Job was known as an upright and perfect man in the Bible. And even though he went through all those things, he lost everything. He lost his health, his family, his wealth. Regardless of all the things he lost, he still held on to God. And even when it felt like God was silent and he was confused because as far as he was concerned, he did nothing wrong, he still trusted God and he still believed and had hope that whatever God was doing, whatever God was allowing was for his good. And you know, it reminds me of when I was a university student and I was studying neuroscience at the time, and it reminded me of this experiment. It's called the Rat Hope experiment by Dr. Kurt Richter, I believe it is. Basically, this scientist, he does an experiment where he allows these rats to go in a container filled with water and he's just leaving them there to swim until they're not able to swim anymore. When they're about to fail, when they decide to give up, which is like within 15 minutes of swimming, that's when he decided that he would take these rats out of the container with water. He takes them out and he gives them an opportunity to rest. And then he puts them back in the water. And do you know what happened? These rats, they swam for over 60 hours. And the reason they swam for this long is because they had hope, because they believed that someone or something was going to come and save them. And it just reminds me of that Bible verse, Romans 5 verses 3-4, and it says, "Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, and character hope." So when we go through struggles, these struggles produces perseverance, and perseverance means the strength to endure. So when we go through hardships, we are making the choice to endure. We are deciding that we are going to get through this. And then it says perseverance creates character. And the way perseverance creates character is because when we go through hard times, when we are struggling, when we are at our lowest point, we change internally. We become humble, we become more wise, we become more grounded. And not only that, but that's mostly when we are chasing after God. When we are at our lowest points, that is when our relationship with God is like this. For most people, for me at least. And it reminds me of the story of Joseph. When Joseph was tucked away in prison for years and then he's called out by Pharaoh to interpret his dream, Pharaoh said unto him, "Since God has made all this known to you, there is no one so discerning and wise as you." So we see that after years of being in prison, after years of hardship, Joseph is seen as being wise. And that's the same thing with us. When we go through hard times, we become a whole different person. We become unrecognizable and we become transformed. We become refined. And you know, praise God, because this is something to look forward to. When you enter a hardship, you are not the same person when you come out of it. You're going to become so smart, so wise. You're going to become so grounded. You're going to become so forgiving, so loving, so patient, so humble, so meek. You're going to gain all of this from your suffering. The next part says now, character brings hope. And the way character brings hope is because when we go through hard times and we see how God has carried us through those times, we see how he has kept us, how he has groomed us, how he has changed us, how he has carried us, we begin to hope differently in the Lord. Like, our expectations of the Lord become different. We know he's going to rescue us. We know that he's going to set us free. It's like saying to ourselves, if God got me through this before, and this time was so hard before, I nearly died, then he's definitely going to get me through this, because there's nothing that God can't do. So our way of thinking changes. We have a different kind of hope in the Lord. Just like how those rats had hope that someone would save them, we have hope that God is going to save us and he's going to bring us through. And I just want to remind you that God is going to save you. God is going to bring you through this. God is working on you, and God is sitting right beside you. Even if it seems as though he's silent right now, God sees everything. He hears everything. He is near to the brokenhearted. And I wholeheartedly believe that you are going to survive this. You are going to come through this. And the person that you will become at the end of this chapter is going to be so unrecognizable. You're going to praise God for the person that you're going to become. I'm going to praise God for the person I'm going to become. And I'm so grateful because I feel the changes already. A prayer that I often prayed to God was, God, please transform me. Please change my heart. Please change my way of thinking. Please make me unrecognizable. And I believe that this is my prayer being answered. Yes, I'm going through a hard time. And yes, this is not the way I expected it to be answered. But if this is the way that God sees fit, and if this is the way that God thinks is best, then I have to trust him and I have to have faith in him. I need to have hope. Just like those rats believed that someone was going to save them, I need to have that same hope, and you need to have that same hope. So please keep swimming. I know it sounds so corny, but keep swimming because God is coming for you. And when he brings you out of this season, he's gonna bless you with twice as much as you had before. And this does not have to be in the physical. It could be emotionally as well. If you thought you were happy before, if you thought you had joy before, then God is going to bless you with twice as much joy. If you thought that you were filled with love before, God is going to bless you with twice as much love. And I don't know your situation. If you are having financial issues right now, if you are having trouble with employment or family issues, or maybe there is a death in your family, I don't know the issue. Just believe that God is going to bring you through this. Believe that God is here with you. Believe wholeheartedly. I really hope that this message touches you. I really hope that I was able to encourage you, that God spoke through me. I really hope that this message encouraged you and reminded you to keep going. And I hope you have a blessed day. And I believe that you are going to get through this if you keep going. So keep going. Don't give up. Have a nice one. Bye.